Folks, I want to go over a few things with you. Now, if you don't know this site, warnews247.gr, I'll leave the link below for you. Basically, this is some of the situations that are happening here right now. And this is a pretty good place to actually get some information outside the mainstream media. And I'm just going to click through this for you so you can read it. Seems like Russia and Israel are not going to be friends. More stuff's happening, but this is a good resource to check and see what's happening in the current situation, what we're seeing in Europe. With that said, this is a right here. You can see this first case of human bird stuff. Okay, and I'll leave this link below for you too. This is a good place to get resources for seeing what's happening. Now I want to talk to you about something. This is a nuke and fallout map of the continental United States. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Hawaii and Alaska on it. But you can see here on the legend, this tells you targets, civilian, military, infrastructural targets. So you're going to see, in this area here, you got a lot of them, a lot of targets. See Florida, all on the East Coast, all over this area right here in the Midwest. Whole bunch of them right here for reasons of there is military missiles there, and same thing with the middle of Montana, and of course all along California, and of course goodbye Denver right there, and right up there in Wyoming where there's a big thing up there. And unfortunately this one's a target, unfortunately for me, this one over here, but I'm a little bit out of that zone over there, so of course Nevada and everything else. Now what this map tells you is that you see the light yellow, minimal fallout, no shelter required. Okay, you see how that goes throughout the country? The light yellow here. Okay. Light yellow here, light yellow here. But you're going to see one thing. You see this area of the country right here? Highly concentrated. And this green right here, which is the green right here, is minor fallout. 2 to 7 days shelter in place. Now the blue over here, see a lot of California, medium fallout, 1 to 3 weeks in a shelter. And if you look at especially the area over here where a lot of people moved to Tennessee because they wanted to homestead, or Kentucky, places like that, well, not going to go so well for you, because you're going to get a lot of medium fallout, and you're going to be sheltering 1 to 3 weeks in shelter. And then purple is severe. So you look at right here between Colorado and Wyoming. Of course, this is where big missile silos are at. That's right up there at Great Falls, Montana. This is Minot area, North Dakota. Yeah, not a good place to be. 3 weeks in a shelter required for survival. Now, what do you think that means? That means you need a bunker, and it needs to be more sheltered than just living in your basement. Okay? So you look at all this purple over here on the East Coast, right in this area here. So maybe that's why I haven't moved there yet in this area, because really, I thought about Tennessee, I thought about Kentucky, I thought about Mississippi. Well, Mississippi seems pretty safe in certain areas. Of course, western Texas, nothing's out there but sagebrush. I know, I've been there. So this map right here, it also shows you in red, if these do go off, you'll see major wildfires across the country, especially in California. What does that mean? Well, you may be safe from the in this little yellow area right here where there's no shelter in place required, but think about the fires. So I'm going to leave this map over here on my website. It's just dropsfamilygarden.com. No apostrophe like my name. And right below the companion planting start chart, which is a collage of what you can see here, it tells you about companion planting for certain vegetables. And it also tells you approximate time starts for each one of the types of vegetables. So you can just click this and it will download. There's no information exchanged. It's just you can click and download it for your own convenience. And then there's the nuke fallout map that I just showed you. Shows you where nuclear strikes are most likely to happen and where the fallout radiation will be and what you need to do. And if you don't know anything about how to shelter in place for nuclear fallout, I do have a video on my website, and I will reference that below also about how to shelter in place and things you should be doing when there is a nuclear event. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope you're all paying attention because things are heating up across the world and it's getting worse.